All right, next question up. We've got ourselves wondering which expression is equivalent to 4x times 3 multiplied, or 4x plus 3, excuse me, multiplied by 3x plus 2. So to get straight into the work, what we're going to do is we're going to follow our distribution rule. Make sure that everything from this parentheses here multiplies with every term in this parentheses here. So we have 4x times 3x. 4 times 3 is 12. X times x, that'll be x squared. Then, up next, we have the 4x still needing to be multiplied with the 2. 4 times 2, that's 8. Then that'll be 8x. Next up, we have 3 times 3x. 3 times 3 is 9. And then we bring the x there. And then lastly, we have 3 times 2, and that'll be 6. So with that, it looks like here we just have to combine like terms, and we're done. We have 8x plus 9x, and that'll be 17x. And then we bring the 12x squared that we had before, the 6 that we have here, and that's it. The correct answer is going to be answer choice C, because we have 12x squared plus 17x plus 6. All right, so let's take care of this question here where we're asked to find the equivalent expression to this product, 48x squared multiplied by 35x cubed. Now, I'm going to just be very honest and say that if we're not using a calculator, then 48 times 35, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So here's how I'm not going to do that. Everybody, quick question. 48 times 35, can we agree that that's probably going to be a big number? Can we agree that that's going to be at least bigger than 100? Maybe even bigger than 500, probably? Yeah, I think we can agree on that. I can definitely tell you that 48 times 35 is not 35. I can definitely tell you that. I can also definitely tell you that it's not going to be 83. 48 times 2 is 96. So 48 times 35, well beyond that. So A and C, don't even want to consider those as possible answers. So what that means is I don't even need to know what 48 times 35 is because these are both the same number. It has to be 1,680. So look at that. Now, number 2, everybody, can you remind me, what am I supposed to do with these exponents when I am multiplying variables with the same base? What do I do with those exponents? Yeah, we add those exponents. So we have 2 of these x's multiplied with 3 of those x's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 total x's. And that is right there. That is not featured in answer choice D where you have 4. The correct answer here is B, 1,680 x to the power of 5. And we didn't even have to actually multiply anything crazy to get there. And so what I want to say to this is if you can find convenient situations to spend less time calculating and more time saved for the next questions, do that. It's well to your advantage because sometimes knowing how to do it isn't enough, but knowing how to do it quickly saves you a ton of time. So with that, let's go ahead and move forward to the next one. All right, so let's keep the party going. We have which expression is equivalent to this x minus 14 multiplied by x minus 2. So when I take a look at this problem, everybody, one of the first things that I'm going to do is, well, I know what I have to do. It's distribute. So a 2 by 2, you might think of FOIL or just making sure everything from one parentheses multiplies with everything from the other. But I'm taking a look at this and I notice that my answer choices are pretty much all the same. I'm taking a look and the main difference seems to be that middle term. I see that we have x squareds all up front. We have 28s all at the end, with one of them being negative. But it really looks like the big differentiator is right here in the middle. So that's going to make me pay real close attention to getting that middle term, which is going to be those 2 middle pieces of the distribution. Let me show you what that looks like. We have x minus 14, and then we have x minus 2. So remember, everybody, we're going to make sure everything from one part distributes to everything from the other. X times x, that's x squared in the front. Then we have x multiplied by -2, and that'll be -2 times x. Then we have -14 times x, so -14x. And then lastly, we have -14 times -2. Everyone, what's a negative multiplied by a negative? Yeah, multiply a negative times a negative, that's going to end up being a positive. And then 14 times 2, that's going to be 28. So boom, at the end here, plus 28. It would have been so great if that was a -28, because this would have been the only answer with it. But instead, we're just going to say that D is not the answer. So now from here, we take a look and remind ourselves, we have the x squared, we have the 28, we got to figure out how to combine these two like terms. And so everybody, we have to know how to work with negatives. If we're already -2 and we go back another 14, where do we end up? That's like saying, hey, take 2 steps back, then another 14 back. That's a total spacing of -16. Yeah. That's x squared minus 16x plus 28. So right here, that's that big step. Knowing how to add, subtract, and multiply between negatives, that is going to come in handy here. The correct answer here is answer choice C. X squared minus 16x plus 28. All right, on to the next one, my party people. So here, which expression is equivalent to x minus 21 all squared? So this one's going to be a good one, because if you've been paying attention to the previous questions, then you might think that, oh man, I know the shortcut to this one, but you have to be careful, everybody, because we have a negative here on the inside, and that can change some things up. So we have to be careful. So what I'm going to remind you of is that x minus 21 all squared, this is the same as saying x minus 21 multiplied by itself, multiplied by x minus 21. So that's part one, understanding what that actually means. And now number two, we'll go ahead and expand. So we'll have x multiplied by x squared. Then up next, we have x multiplied by the -21, which is minus 21x. Up next, we have -21 times x, which is the same exact thing as before, so minus 21x. And lastly, we have -21 times -21. But everybody, if we look at all of our answers, I think we can guess at what 21 times itself is. You know, negative net times negative is positive, and then that'll be 441. So I'm not going to waste my time. I see that the answer choices help me out plenty. So the only thing I need to remind myself of is combining like terms. And be careful. This is a negative 21x with a negative 21x. So that's like saying, hey, 21 plus 21, but in the negative direction. Everyone, if you're already at negative 21 and you subtract another 21, we're at negative 42. So we have x squared minus 42x plus 441. And that makes the correct answer here. Answer choice B, x squared minus 42x plus 441.